Om Sri Sai Ram. Humble salutations at the lotus feet of our Lord Bhagavan Sri Sathya Sai Baba. All are welcome to the 36th part of Balvikas.Class Group1. Today let us learn a mantra consisting of Sri Rama's names. Before that, we will say Omkar and Ganapati Stotra. वक्रतुण्डमहाकाय सूर्यकोटिसमप्रभा निर्विघ्नं कुरु मे देव सर्वकार्येषु सर्वदा. ओंकारं बिन्दुसंयुक्तं नित्यं ध्यायन्ति योगिनः कामदं मोक्षदं चैव ओंकाराय नमो नमः. गुरुर्ब्रह्मा गुरुर्विष्णु गुरुर्देवो महेश्वरः गुरु साक्षात् परब्रह्म तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः. या कुन्देन्दु तुषारहारधवला या शुभ्रवस्त्रावृता या वीणा वरदण्डमण्डितकरा या श्वेतपद्मासना या ब्रह्माच्युत शङ्करप्रभृतिभिः देवैः सदा वन्दिता सा मां पातु सरस्वती भगवती निःशेषजाड्यापहा. ॐ सहना भवतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै. ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः. The Rama Mantra with names Ramaya Ramabhadraya Ramachandraya Vedase Raghunadhaya Nadhaya Sitaya Padaye Namaha. Here all these names are being Rama was called by different people in different names. That names are given here. Rama, Dasharatha used to call him very lovingly and affectionately Rama. Kausalya Devi used to call him Ramabhadra. Kaigeyi was so in love with him that he called him Ramachandra. And Vasishtha Maharshi, if you knew that he was the avatar and that he is the honor of all the Vedas, he called him Vedase. And Maharshimar, all the saints and rishis, they called him Raghunatha because he was the lord of the Raghuvamsha. And Sita Devi called him Natha, that my dear, like that. And all the people in the Ayodhya, they called him Sitapati because they were so much in love with Sita and her nature. They called Rama as Sita's husband, Sitapati. These are the names different people call Rama, and this we consider as a mantra nowadays. Okay. Today we will learn a new mantra, new stotra, which is in our syllabus. That is Shanti Mantram. Shanti Mantram is whenever we do some prayer or some puja or some worship. After, when we finish it, we say some Shanti Mantras. One of the Shanti Mantra is this. Asato ma sadgamaya tamaso ma jyotirgamaya mrityorma amritam gamaya. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Asato ma Satgamaya. Asat means what? Worldly, that which is not God, that which is separate from God, that is Asat. And also that which is not dharma, adharmic, that is also called Asat. So we are praying to lead us from this Asat, from this illusionary world to the Sat. Sat Gamaya. Gamaya means let us lead us. Lead us to the Sat. Sat is the eternal, everlasting truth. And truth is God. And Sat is also a name of God. So we are praying here to lead us to Sat from Asat. Tamasoma Jyotirgamaya. Tamas is what? Tamas is darkness. Night, darkness. We are praying to lead us to the light. Tamasoma Jyotir means light. So here what is the other inner meaning? Tamas also means ajnana, that is our ignorance, that is also called tamas. So here we are asking God, asking the Guru to lead us to the light of knowledge, that is Jyotir Gamaya. Gamaya means to lead us. Jyoti means prakasham or light. Light is or illumination. Illumination always is considered as jnana or knowledge. Okay? Asadoma sadgamaya, tamasoma jyotirgamaya, mrityorma amritam gamaya. Mrityu is what? Death. What is death? The end of our life is death, The end of the body is death. When the body falls down, we call it death. Actually, here what they mean is our death of our ignorance, death of our worldly life. Let us be led to the everlasting life of Asatom and Jyotirgamaya, then Mrityu Amritam. Amritam means everlasting. Everlasting. Amrit means what? Nectar which gives everlasting life. If you drink nectar, you will never die. So that nectar which will give us everlasting life. How can a body be everlasting? Can it be? No, never. No, not even avatar like Krishna, Rama, Sri Krishna, Sri Rama, or Sri Ramakrishna, or Sri Sathya Sai, or Sri Shirdi Sai, all have to go from this world. When their body has to go, but the Atma, which is never dying, everlasting, that will stay. So we are praying to lead us to the everlasting Atmic principle. Let us know the everlasting Atmic principle and live accordingly. That is the Amridam Gamaya. Amridam Gamaya means our character, our name, our fame, and our personality will ever live in the heart of the people, because we lived such a great and beautiful and good life. That is what Amridam Gamaya means. Okay? Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Now, all prayers we chant Shanti 3 times. Why should we chant Shanti 3 times. That is also we are invoking gods to bless us, to have Shanti, to have peace to the mind, to the body, and to the Atma. Shanti means, first Shanti means to the body. Atma Shanti, Manas Shanti, Deha Shanti. That means Shanti to the Atma, Shanti to the body, and Shanti to the mind. It also means we have 3 types of sins we commit. Adibhautikam, Adidaivatam, Adhyatmikam. 3 types of sorrows we have to face when we live in this world. That is Adibhautikam, Adidaivatam, and Adhyatmikam. Adibhautikam means all the calamities in which nature is against us. Nature gives us all sort of calamities like floods, drought, like storm, etc., and tsunami, etc., and our life is in danger. Danger means whole villages or towns are washed away in the floods, or washed away in the tsunami, like that. So all the sorrows caused by the nature is called Adibhautikam. Adidaivatam means our actions, all our actions have reactions. We have to take the consequences of all our actions, small or big. We have to go through the consequences of our actions. So what is this? Adidaivatam means when we live not according to the dharmic principles of our religion or our dharma or Sanatana dharma, then we are doing against gods. Then gods, from there we will get a lot of punishments or sorrows, like cancer, or like great illnesses which we cannot cure, which will lead us to death, which we will suffer a lot, like that. All those things are caused by our own actions, and it is the reactions from the powers above. Understand? That is why we have to go through all those accidental death, breaking up of our body, paralysis, like that. So many sufferings we see, all this is called Adidaivatam. Then Adhyatmika means that which affects our Atma. That is when we are totally against dharmic life. When we are righteousness, we have no truth, no righteousness, no peace, no love, no non-violence, like that. When we are against all the values, the five values which are in us. When we act against those values, we have this Adhyatmic sorrows. That which affects our soul, that which affects ourselves, and we cannot bear it. That sorrow is more difficult to face than all the Adidaivatam or Adibhautikam sorrows, because it is in our heart, it is in our mind, it is in us, happening in us. That is Adhyatmika sorrows. So we are praying every day to God to let us not suffer all these Adibhautikam, Adhyatmikam, and Adidaivatam sorrows. Let us have peace, peace, peace. In all these fields, let us always enjoy peace. For that, we have to be careful about our actions. Okay? That is it. Then, for performing any worship, we should have 5 kinds of purities. We should have 5 kinds of purities. If we don't have those purities, if we are not careful about those purities, all our worship will go waste. It will not have the effect for which we are praying. Understand? What are the 5 purities we should have? First of all, we should have the purity of our body. We should keep our body very clean by bathing, brushing our teeth, or washing our face and washing our hair. Our body should be completely clean before we start our worship. Not only that, we should wear fresh, and we don't have to wear gaudy or costly dress, but we should always have clean dress. Clean dress means all our clothes should be washed and washed clothes, washed and ironed clothes, or washed clothes, fresh clothes we should wear. Not that we should have silk clothes or anything, but we should have clean clothes. That is the body purity. And then we should have mind purity, manashuddhi it is called. The first one is called deha shuddhi. The second one is called manashuddhi. That means we should have all our thoughts make our mind. So we should have pure thoughts. All our thoughts, we should always check our thoughts and see that before we start praying. Otherwise it will have no effect. The prayer will have no effect. Because if our mind is impure, it is waste of time to pray, because it will have no effect. So we should clean our thoughts. We should have a pure thoughts. We should have pure mind before we start praying. Then we should have the cleanliness or in the place where we pray. Wherever we pray, we can't when we can't worship anywhere. Can we? Can we go to the bathroom and worship there? Can we go to a bad place, some dirty place, sit there and pray? No, we should never do that. Our place of worship should be very clean, beautiful, very good smell should be there. That is why we do, we light lamps and we do incense sticks, etc. to have a good atmosphere. So our place of worship should be very clean. Wherever, in a small room, in a corner of a room, wherever we sit, doesn't matter. But that place where we sit to pray should have a clean atmosphere. Understand? Then we should have Dravya Shuddhi. That is called Sthala Shuddhi, the third one. The fourth is called Dravya Shuddhi. What is Dravya Shuddhi? Materials, we use materials for our prayer. We use flowers, we use milk, we use water, we use many things. We use many things, even the vessels we use, even the lamp we use, all those things we use should be very clean. Or we should not light a lamp which is not clean. We should wash the lamp every day, and it should glisten like gold, and it should be kept very clean. All the oil we used to light the lamp, the wicks we used to light the lamp, all the materials, whatever materials we use for a prayer, for a puja, for a worship, it should be very clean. That is called Dravya Shuddhi. Then the last is Mantra Shuddhi. What is Mantra Shuddhi? If we don't have the purity of mantra, if we don't have the purity of mantra, the chanting of mantra will be a waste of time. What is the purity of mantra? The mantra should be told with the total surrender to God. That is the mantra shuddhi, one mantra shuddhi. Another is that we should pronounce the words in the mantra very clearly and very nicely. And we don't have to chant very loud and all that, but it should be clear. It should be clear. There should be no mistakes in the mantras. Okay? And if possible, if you can get a guru, from a guru, if you get a mantra, that will be more valuable. But if you can't have a guru, then we can pray to God in our heart, in our mind, and then consider any mantra, say Sai Ram or Taraga mantra, Shri Rama Ram is Taraga mantra, Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudeva is the Shachra mantra. With Dhruva said, Om Namo Narayana is the Ashtachari mantra, which Prahlada used to chant all the time. Then we can say the Dashachari mantra, that is Om Namo Bhagavate Rudraya. Om Namo Bhagavate Rudraya is the Dashachari mantra, or you can say Panchachari mantra, Om Namah Shivaya. All these mantras are, we can, any mantra, whatever we want, we can take up and chant. But be sure that we are chanting the mantra properly, with the proper feeling and with proper devotion and proper surrender to God. That makes the mantra very powerful and valuable, and then our worship will definitely be heard by God, and we will be blessed by God. There is no doubt about it. In that way, we have to be careful about when we worship, when we talk, when we do work, and everything we have to be very careful and God-fearing. That is the class today. Asato ma sadgamaya tamaso ma jyotirgamaya mrityorma amritam gamaya. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Samastaloka Sukhino Bhavantu. Samastaloka Sukhino Bhavantu. Samastaloka Sukhino Bhavantu. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Thank you. Sai Ram.